Hello everyone, my name is Calvin. In this video, I will explain the duties and responsibilities of the crew on board. On the deck department, the first is captain or master. The captain is the highest position on the ship. The captain has a very vital role on the ship. The captain has full duties and responsibilities to the company. The captain is also fully responsible for the ship and its contents. As the captain of the ship, he is also required to be able to carry out ship movement. The second is chief officer. The chief officer has duties and responsibilities as the head of work in the deck department. The chief officer is responsible for daily work, loading and unloading of the ship, and is responsible for the stability of the ship. The duty of the guard duty of the chief officer is 4 until 8 hours. The third is second officer. The second officer has the task of making a trajectory where the ship will sail, or is usually called a plot map. The second officer has responsibility for navigational equipment, medical equipment including medicine on board the ship. The duty of the second officer guard duty is 0 until 4 hours. The fourth is third officer. The third officer has the task of document or general administration in the deck department and is responsible for ship safety such as life jacket, lifeboat, lifebuoy, and etc. The duty of the third officer on duty is 8 until 12 hours. The fifth is bosun. Bosun has daily duty on board according to order from the chief officer and assisted by AB and sailors. Bosun has responsibility for the cleanliness of the ship, work equipment and deck inventory related to work equipment such as paints, sensors, brushes, safety goggles, etc. Duty of the guard duty from bosun is daily work from 8 until 16 hours. The sixth is helmsman. The helmsman has the task of piloting the ship while it is sailing and helping the daily workload. The helmsman is responsible for the cleanliness of the ship's deck. AB has duty to guard duty such as deck officer, but will be rolled out according to a joint decision with fellow AB. 7 is glaze. The sailor has the duty to assist the bosun in carrying out daily tasks such as knocking, bruising, painting the hull, etc. Seafarers also have cleaning duties on the ship's deck, accommodation rooms, salons, and etc. The sailors has duty to guard duties such as bosun, which is from 8 until 16 hours. Meanwhile, in the engine department, the first is chief engineer. The chief engineer is the highest position in the engine department. The chief engineer is fully responsible for the machining and smooth running in the engine room. The chief engineer must master the machinery system in the engine room so that he can identify if there is damage to the engine. The duty of the guard service from the chief engineer is a 24 hours standby to monitor the machinery in engine room. The second is first engineering. The first engineering has full responsibility for the main engine, hydraulic system, boiler and ship steering system to be accountable to the chief engineer. The first engineer is also responsible for ship inventory related to the main engine. In addition, the first engineer is also the head of work in the engine department to give order to engine foreman and oilman. The duty of the first engineer is 4 until 8 hours. The third is second engineer. Second engineer has responsibility for the auxiliary engine or generator as well as the compressor. The second engineer also has the duty to maintain the ship's inventory related to the auxiliary engine. Second engineer guard duty is 12 until 4 hours. The third engineer on board have duties and responsibilities for the ship cooling system and pumps such as ballast pumps, shower pumps, sanitary pumps, or etc. The third engineer is also responsible for the onboard inventory related to the cooling system as well as the onboard pumps. The duty of the watchman from the third engineer is 8 until 12 hours. The fifth is foreman. Mention foreman duties and daily work responsibilities that have been given by first engineer and is responsible for the cleanliness of the engine room. The mention foreman has the task of welding if there is something that needs to be repaired with the help of a weeper or oilman, and also guided by a machinist. The mention foreman has daily duty from 8 until 16 hours. The sixth is oilman. Oilman has the duty and responsibility to assist the machinist on duty. Oilman also has a duty on the engine journal to be reported to the engineer on duty. Oilman can also help the foreman if needed by the foreman. Oilman is also responsible for the cleanliness of the engine room. Oilman has duty to guard duty like a machinist officer, but is rolled out according to the decision of fellow oilmen. This is the explain about the crew on board. Thank you.